Greetings, dear viewer. I apologize for the background noise. However, each morning after I brew my coffee, I open my windows and I burn some nag champa, some incense from the temple of Umbanda, from the ashram of Umbanda, and open the windows so perhaps you can hear some of the people going to work, and you can hear their chariots as the engines hum and the exhaust fume. But I open the windows, I burn some nag champa. It's my offering to clear this space. It is a type of opening, a type of vulnerability that I share with the outside world. But it is intention, it is holy intention, it is energy from the temple, from the ashram within, burning this nag champa to help even out the energies, to dispel some of the negativity that took place. I live in a very heavy area, a very dense area. A lot of people are still struggling with their habits, but very dense energy that I do believe that I am here in this particular area of Austin, Texas, fulfilling my role as a light worker, as a spiritual warrior, as a rainbow warrior, bringing consciousness, enlightenment, awareness. And that is my sacrifice. And I do believe it is a sacrifice. I believe it's a sacrifice for me exposing myself in this way, in this current political climate that we live in. I believe that by my sharing my thoughts, unmitigated thoughts, without an agenda, the only agenda being doing the will of Source, which I do believe I am in alignment with Source, and sharing this knowledge, sharing my heart, sharing my energies. And it is a sacrifice. And because I'm exposing myself, my being, rather than hiding behind Jesus or hiding behind institutions, going with the flow, going with the crowd, and playing it safe. But no, that is not the orders from heaven. And I do follow orders. I do follow the God mind. The ego mind is tenuous. It changes. It fluctuates. Anyone with any amount of connection to Source, of awareness of the observer, the eternal observer within, that same voice that you've had since you were old enough to recognize it, and as you've grown and gone through your different versions of your life, different chapters of your life, that voice of awareness, that observer is always there and letting you know the truth, dispelling the illusions of the ego. So, but the reason why I bring this up is because I feel compelled to share this with whomever has the ears to hear and the eyes to see this message of silence, this message of good tidings, that those of you who are on your path doing your own will of Source, which when you are in alignment with Source, doing the will of the universe, you are protected, you are guided, you have all powers with you. The wind, the cosmic winds are in your sail. And you should know that you are now on the path of prosperity and abundance. However, you should also know that when you reveal your good tidings, when you share your energies or the good things that are going on, there are parasites, and the parasites are still here. The parasites are out in full force and strength. And be aware that the enemy is roaring like a lion. The enemy roars like a lion, seeking to take down the chosen. And keep in mind, the chosen is not some special group. It's not some special bloodline, race, religion. It's just those people who have chosen the truth, to live with the truth and not be distracted by this outside world. You have created your holy circle, erected your holy boundaries around your third eye, the truth, your connection to source. Okay? And so, silence is what I'm getting at. Protect your peace. And know that you are protected, that you have no fear in your heart, that you are greatly protected. And part of that protection is silence. Now, there has been one mention about the symbol of Baphomet and all that. Now, this Baphomet symbol comes from Éliphas Lévi, a French intellectual. You can call him an occultist, a magician. He's probably, in people's mind, he's probably been misrepresented as a black magic person, but he was a very open-minded, if you read about his life, he was very open-minded, a libertine person. But he also is famous not only for the symbol of the Baphomet, the statue that scares everybody, but he's also responsible for the powers of the Sphinx, to know, to dare, to will, and to be silent. He was responsible for codifying that, bringing that forth from the ancient cosmic masters and bringing it so that we may know these powers of the Sphinx. And silence is what I'm getting at now, because listen, secrecy protects the magical current. Secrecy protects your power. And I make this sacrifice, and I share these secrets as best as I'm able to with you, because I do believe that is part of this path that I am on. But I'm encouraging everyone for these first initial days of September to be silent, to not be triggered, because the enemy is out there trying to trigger. Okay? To have compassion within yourself for all around you still going through their walk, dealing with what it is they're dealing, even though, people annoy me every day, but I have learned to be silent and to have compassion. But this dark enemy is leaving this planet. Our star system has been won back. All right? And it is our victory. It is our destiny as we graduate as cosmic citizens that we have a stable and prosperous future timeline. But right now, this sacred warning is for you to be silent, to guard your energies. Silence positions you for divine revelation. It is more being connected to signal rather than the noise around you, being connected to the signal and alignment with God's plan. Now, your friends, the world, your co-workers, they may not understand your silence, but heaven does. Obedience in this moment will unlock what words cannot. The still small voice of God will speak to you of your path. This is the time to be still, listen, and prepare your spirit for what is to come. He who has ears, let him hear. Watch, pray, and heed the voice of the Spirit. Chosen one, listen carefully. Heaven, in this moment, has brought you to this video, has stilled the noise around you, silenced the noise, the distractions, your ever-wondering thoughts, the chattering of the monkey mind, but has now brought together your heart with your mind to tell you something urgent. You are not here by accident. You are not like the rest. These first 3 days of September, we're now in the second part, but get through today in silence, tomorrow in silence. These days are unlike any other window of time. This is not about the calendar of men, chronos time, of the linear ego mind. This is divine time, kairos. This is heaven's alarm sounding. This is heaven's time, God's time, sounding directly for you. Silence. Why would God call his chosen ones into a season of stillness, of keeping the tongue restrained, of holding back when the world shouts, because silence is a weapon. It is not weakness. It is a war strategy. And in these first days of September, and just in general, silence. This is good general advice, but in particular now, while the earth celebrates routine, while everyone's on their Netflix, their OnlyFans accounts, playing their video games, worshiping mammon and the world. But this heaven calls you to the chosen, to be set apart. You, God's chosen one, are commanded to seal your lips, to hold your ground, and to listen instead of speaking. Do not underestimate what silence does. Every careless word you might speak is recorded. Every idle sentence carries weight. And in this coming season, the enemy waits to use your words against you. Silence, therefore, becomes your protection. But compassion, gratitude, these are your true powers. To know this, the first power of the Sphinx, to know this, to dare within yourself, to allow yourself to have compassion, to will it into your environment, and to keep silent about it. Guard your energies. Guard your energies and rise. Namaste, namaskaram.